I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri, and we're gonna do our little chat this morning. So we each have a notebook, and we encourage you to do the same. Get yourself a notebook. We write down 8 projects every week that we want to work on, would like to work on. Maybe we dig it out and we think, why didn't we finish this? I want to finish this, and we write it on our list. And then we come and share with you what we wrote on the list, our progress. So some of the things you see are old things that we don't have anymore here at the shop. Some of the things that we show we do have here at the shop, and we'll let you know that. But this is not like a sales video. This is just a chat. So if you're wanting...
We don't necessarily even know the prices of stuff. No.
So if you're wanting to purchase, you would need to go to our Facebook page and send us a message there. You can call the shop, or every Friday on Facebook, we do live shopping. It's just 30 items in 30 minutes. And some of the things we share here, you'll find on that Friday.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, well, we will get started.
Okay, so my first thing, I'm assuming I'm gonna go first, I usually do.
Yes.
Is Modern Holiday Volume 2, which is this pattern here. We do have that pattern in the shop. And you can see there's 6 table runners on there.
We have them all kitted.
Yes, and anyway, I finished the ghost. I showed it last week with just the binding on, and then now it is totally ready to leave at the shop. I got all the hand sewing done.
Oh, that's so cute.
So I think this thing is like 50 something. I don't have the measurements in front of me. Seems like it's like 20 by 50.
I got stabbed in the nose with your binding.
Oh, okay. Anyway, how cute is that? I love the little
really
pink ghost.
Yes.
So this is a kit, and I want to say it's around 30 bucks. I just don't remember for sure.
Yeah. All right, so my first thing is also a binding. I finished this quilt, I don't know, maybe last week, 2 weeks ago, and I got the binding sewn on. This is a kit we have here in the shop. It's a sweet cut kit, so everything's cut for you. You just go home and sew.
Oh, it's so pretty.
But I did get the binding sewn on. I still have the hand sewing to do.
Yeah.
But that is progress, so I will count it.
And it is a Villa Rose pattern, so it is definitely a quick sew.
Yes, I actually think...
I forget the name of it. Lazy Goose? No? I want to say Lazy Goose, but maybe that's not it.
Maybe I didn't bring them. I thought I did. But yes, it's actually Grandma's Girl.
Okay, Grandma's Girl.
Yeah, Grandma's Girl. It's a Villa Rose. Just a really quick sew.
And that one's really fast because if you purchase it from us, the cutting's done.
Yes, for this quilt, the cutting is all done.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is I got the binding sewn on my Chain of Fools. So this is a pattern we have in the shop. And last week when I showed it, the binding, or maybe 2 weeks ago when I showed it, the binding was completed, just not
I had to
even...
go grab something.
Okay, not sewn on. And I have it sewn on. And the hand sewing, I'm down to one side. I was sitting in my chair last night thinking I could finish it. By about 10:15, I gave up. So you can see I've done the binding scrappy. So you've got blue, it goes into this turquoise, and then it's lime green and purple. So I just used the leftover strips from these diamonds inside. So there's purple and orange. It's very rainbowy, and even the back is all rainbowy. I have one side left to hand sew, so I was close. Hopefully I'll finish that tonight because there's no ball games tonight.
No ball games. Be a quiet evening. Okay, so I did lots of binding. This is the in the pattern Volume 2 Modern Holiday. So Mom shared that we have all these kitted, and I did the posies, which is actually covered up with the tag, but it's that one. I got the binding sewn on.
Oh, I love the green on there. That doesn't scream summer and spring and summer.
Right.
That's cute.
Yeah, so the binding is sewn on. I just
pretty back.
need to do the hand sewing. Yep, that was out of our sale room.
We have a wonderful sale room.
Yes, we do.
Okay. I'll find my book. So my next thing is the I'll Be Seeing You. Or it's actually an Halloween kit. but I'll Be Seeing You is the name of the pattern. So we have these in the shop in this pretty little box, but I'll Be Seeing You is actually the pattern's name. And I had...
The line is Halloween.
Halloween. So I don't have a whole lot of scraps from the kit, but look at the big chunk of border stuff I have left.
Wow. I guess they probably wanted you to cut it in long strips.
I guess they did, but it's non-directional, so I was like, why would you do that?
Right.
Anyway, I got it together, but if any of you have sewn with a panel once in a while, you know, they're not always 100% perfect.
They can get a little fussy, you know, because they're hard to trim up and be exactly square, and they'll stretch and move. And yes, it looks really nice though. I love it. Look at the borders, so pretty. So the border is all pieced, and then you got the big panel in the middle.
The chair in the way too. It's a pretty good size. 60, what is it, Jessica? 69 by 70?
It is 61 by 67. Okay. But like Mom said, it can get a little long, wavy, so I think maybe a border or something she's gonna take off. And
I'm gonna take off the top border. When I laid it on the floor,
a little wavy.
This little border here was a little wavy, and the girls will not appreciate that.
No, and just as a refresher, when you sew on a border, you should measure
through the middle.
Through the middle, and then that's whatever
that
that
is.
is.
But I still am going to do it one more time because I thought, well, maybe I wasn't straight through the middle. Maybe I was a little higher up.
Which, I mean, just that panel's fussy.
So I would say, you know, I'd love to be able to take off at least an inch. Maybe.
So when you measure through the middle, if it's 60 inches and your outside is 64 inches, which is a lot. That's 4 inches difference, but I would say around 1.5, 2 inches is pretty average. So anyway, you're gonna cut that border the size of your middle, whatever length that is, and you're gonna make it work. Yeah, you're gonna tug on your quilt or on your border to make it fit.
The piecing's really cute. I just thought it was such a neat pattern.
Love it.
But I'm gonna take the, like I said, I've got not quite done, but close.
Okay, so another binding. I had a little binding day.
Got binding party.
Yeah, got 3 bindings sewn on. So this is we do a year of smalls, and we're working in a book called Table-tastic 3. So every month we've put a kit together out of that book, and this is July's.
I wonder what I've done with the October. What Clara got it quilted.
It's back there on that table.
All right, I go run and get that.
Okay. So anyway, I've got the binding sewn on. I just gotta tack it down by hand. It turned out really fun. I mean, it's good size. It's like a baby quilt size. It's actually called a table topper in the book, but you could certainly give it as a baby quilt for sure. Okay, well, while we're waiting on Mom, I will go ahead and do my next one. So I showed, I forgot that pattern too, darn it. All right, so it's a Villa Rose called Lady Goose, and I know Mom has made one. We have kitted one here in the shop, and last week I showed a fat quarter pack that I dug out of my closet and thought, oh, this is so cute, I should sew this with it. Sometimes if you buy fabric and it sets for a while, then it's like, okay, let's just make something fast and use it up. So
anyway, you bought it because you love the fabric.
Yes, I love the fabric.
But it doesn't have to be a tiny little piece project either.
No, and so anyway, I made this lazy goose.
Oh, fun. This is another Villa Rose.
Yeah, I forgot to bring the pattern, but it's just these huge
flying geese.
Flying geese, yeah, the whole thing, and
they go different directions.
Yep, and I did an Essex linen background. It's like a blue, and it's got a little bit of a speck in it. So anyway,
very pretty.
Done.
Looks like a nice soft summer quilt too, again.
Yes, maybe I'll do a lawn on the back or something like that.
Something lightweight. Pretty, pretty. All right, so I went back to retrieve this table runner, and it's out of our Table-tastic 3 book that we are doing the Year of Smalls out of. So I want to say this is October. Don't hold me to it.
August, September. I wonder who did August and September.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're not sure, but we could find out.
But last week when I showed you, it was just a package of fabric, and looky there, it's done. This is one of the easier patterns in that book.
Yeah, a lot of them are pretty challenging. They
really are.
have a lot of piecing, and
it's these soft little coral and
it's very
very earthy tones, and it's a French General green in there. And the binding's actually this green too, I believe.
Love it.
I don't know. I don't remember now what the binding is, but
yeah, it's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Okay, so I love Jen Kingwell fabric. You guys may already know that. And she come out with their new line, and it's all like blues, and it's called Gemstone, I think. But it's all like blues and greens, and we didn't order the yardage, we just ordered these half-yard packs. So I've been trying to come up with something to do with these. There are, I think, 16
half-yard cuts.
16 half-yard cuts in this pack.
There's 2 right there, stuck together.
No, okay, so this is a lolly.
Oh.
So a lot of them are lollies.
How pretty is that?
I don't remember now how many, but I want to say maybe 6.
Oh, there's a lolly.
Yeah, so there's a lolly. So the lollies are just where they've got different fabrics throughout.
You get 4 pieces of, or 4 different prints, basically a half yard.
There's another lolly.
Oh yeah, there is several.
Yes.
I wouldn't have not known that.
Yes, so I think there's,
oh my gosh.
6.
Oh my gosh. These keep going. It's like more lollies, more lollies.
I can't remember. Maybe all of them.
Oh, Jessica.
Yeah, I think all of them are lollies. So except for these. These are their kind of more of the basics. That's just a little dot.
That's a check. And a stripe.
Yeah, so I've been, walking around with all those lollies. You want it to be something that's, kind of scrappy. And I won't, some of the older lollies have like this big black line.
And that does not.
And these don't. So I don't know. I don't think I'll even worry about that line. I'll just cut it up like whatever the pattern says.
Look at the bunny rabbits on that. Little bunny rabbits.
That's cute.
It is pretty.
So yeah, we have these now in the shop. You could get your own, but I haven't come up with exactly what to do. I was going through my pile this morning. I thought that one would be kind of cute. That's just a little Villa Rose, only $2.20. And I've made this before. It's a pretty quick sew. Uses 6 half yards of background, which I thought those basic ones would work. And then some fat quarters. So I mean, I definitely would have fabric left over. And then I thought this one was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool too.
Yeah, so
definitely more in-depth sewing, but
yes, a little more fussy sewing, because you can see there on the back what the block looks like.
It's really pretty.
But I always, I don't want to do the really challenging patterns that Jen Kingwell comes out, because I just don't want to. But I do feel like, her fabric deserves a little time. I mean, I did this one with a layer cake of hers.
And then you see that black line, that is a lolly.
That is a lolly.
She just didn't cut it out.
I just
left these, when you look at them, I mean, there's no
black line.
No black line. Look at those pretty friends.
Which I can't decide if I like or not. I kind of like the black line, but anyway, I want to make something.
Not in this one.
Yes, maybe I'll come up with a definite idea by Friday, and we'll show it on live shopping.
Yeah, because, these are pretty. I'm really drawn to them. All right, so I'm going to show you a new block of the month that I'm working on. This one will start in September, I believe I decided. So this is the book, Cream and Sugar by It's So Emma. And we're going to do the quilt on the front, but not necessarily in those colors. So I thought cream and sugar, let's add a little strawberry. So my blocks are all going to be this Essex linen background called flax, and then there's going to be reds and pinks and taupes in there. So you do 2 of each block each month. Sometimes you'll end up doing like a 15 or 18 inch block. So those 2 are the same. So I think these are 10.5. So I think that's the second month, and this will be the first month to pick up. Look how pretty that is.
Very pretty, and so yeah, all your colors are going to be those pinks and reds. And
so it goes on for 12 months.
You haven't worked out a price or anything yet?
Heavens, no. Why would I do that?
And you're going to start in September.
Going to start in September, and I believe there is 12 months.
So it'll be limited people, so if you want in, hurry up and get in. We don't know the price just yet, but we'll get that figured out.
The book is $24.95, and that will be required separately, and because this book has been out a while, maybe you already have it, so there you go. But it's going to be a really neat quilt, and the piecing's all really basic, so not hard at all. Okay.
All right, so I've been showing you guys my Dinosaur Quilt, and I haven't started on it yet, but I'd like to, so I'm just going to keep showing it. And I've had several people come in and buy it since I've been showing it because, you know, they can't resist a cute little dinosaur quilt.
Yep.
So this is the pattern. It's an Elizabeth Hartman. The pattern comes in small and large, and I actually got the price on there, $103.13. That includes the pattern. So if you didn't need it.
So it's kitted in the 48 by 48, so that is how many dinosaurs you'd be doing.
Yeah, and there's the background. So
the colors are so much
royal
prettier.
Blue. And then here's all your dinosaurs. Oranges and aquas. Every fabric is labeled, so you're just going to open your pattern. It's going to tell you exactly, so you don't have to be guessing what you're using. And here's my binding, and it's got a little black and white in there too.
For the ears, for the eyes and the mouth.
I'd love to make this.
So cute.
I've been trying to get some quick, I finished that bird quilt, and then it's like, okay, I want to get some fast things done. Then maybe I'll get back to that one. I still have the Fab Farm I'm working on, so anyway.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
Okay.
Okay, my progress on Miss Eliza. So I haven't really done a whole lot of cross stitching this week, simply because I've been doing a lot more sewing and then hand sewing binding on.
That takes time.
It does take time, but you know, I do enjoy my cross stitch, so.
I think I should, maybe I could get my husband to do binding, you think?
I would like to get your father to do that.
Just hand sew binding while you're sitting there watching baseball.
It's, yeah, make a good use of your time. So there is Miss Eliza, and we do have this book. And so I just made a little bit of progress.
Yes. Cute.
So at the bottom, I finished that little flower and started going across with the green, and then that brown there is where the base is gonna set, the little flower base. But I have enjoyed doing it, but I am certainly not even halfway. But that's okay, because this is just a project that's gonna take a couple of years probably.
Right. Okay, so my little chicken cross stitch, haven't got much done, but I've got a little more.
And that's done on an 18 count hand dyed.
Yours is. I didn't iron this or anything, so it's kind of laying very nicely.
You didn't get to work on it very much either, did you?
Anyway, I'm just filling in on the white on the chicken.
You can make that a pillow. That'd be a cute pillow.
Oh, I think it should very much be a pillow if it ever gets done.
Yeah. So this Artful Offering designer does a lot of pillows. I mean, she has everything on the back. So she does a lot of them with pillows. Anyway, cutesy.
Yeah.
All right, where am I at? Patriotic Pillow. So I think I showed this last week that maybe I had the backing on it.
And you didn't know if you had a pillow form, but you found one.
I did. So isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
Yeah. And so I have another one made. Where it may be. No idea where it's at.
Oh, it's right here. It's blending in with
all my other stuff.
The quilt.
So Clara, my granddaughter, quilted that, so I would like her to quilt this one because
she runs the long arm here. She ran it yesterday.
So, and I can't say that I've made this recently. This has probably been done for a year. But there is a pattern on Moda that's got these 3 patriotic pillows, and I think it's on the Moda Bake Shop maybe, or just free projects. So it's that one, and then this one, and then there's one more, and I haven't made it.
Cute.
Cute, and I would, you know, it's 4th of July, like right away, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna show, this is something that we kitted yesterday for live shopping on Friday, but I think it's really cute. I'd like to make it, so I'm gonna show it. Sugar and Spice is the pattern, and it finishes 56 by 67, has 14 fat quarters.
Have you made that one?
I'd like
I haven't either.
We've kitted this in a different Villa Rose before, but this one we haven't done yet. Anyway, aren't those so pretty? Yellows and blues.
And kind of that turquoisey color.
And that turquoise color, yeah.
It's got little bees and honeycomb and flowers.
And there's your binding. So just use those 14 fat quarters.
No background required.
No, but it would be so pretty.
It really would.
Yes.
And finish is a good lap size, 56 by 67. That'd cover
this is my favorite.
just about any human.
Yeah, $59.66. I mean, you can't beat that.
You can't beat that price.
It's, yeah, finishes 56 by 67, so that's a good lap size.
Okay, this is my last item. This is Modern Holidays Volume 2 that we've been showing you this pattern over and over. But I wanted to take home the heartstring ones, which I didn't write it down. And I didn't have a pattern at home.
Someone else will take it home. That's the rule. If you take something home to make as a store stamp, you have to write it down.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is hearts, white on white.
It's so cute.
And look at all
so it's actually this one that's kitted.
So look at all the pretty pinks.
I love that.
Yeah, and I don't really have any kind of a heart table runner.
So now you do.
Well, when I get it done. So anyway, this is my goal.
No, you will.
Maybe I will get it cut out this afternoon.
Yes. All right, that ends our chat. So we'll see you Friday on Facebook, and next week we'll be chatting again. So,
yes.
Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.